So in the problem he is asking that what is the increasing length is given. First they are taking a Y, both are made with the same material, that's why N smallest will be remain same. And what happened, initial length is, first wire length is L, the second wire length is 2L. First wire length is, radius is R, and the second wire radius is 2R. So the force is also, initially in first wire the F force is applied, and in the second one the 2F force is applied. Then you have to find out that how much elongation will be there. So that means you have to find out that how the elongation will be related here. So we know that the formula is the N modulus Y is equals to F into Ly, A into E. So at the place of A, what you can write, pi R square also you can write. So that means E is going to this side. So then E is proportional to, okay, E is proportional to. For force F it is directly proportional, for length also directly proportional. Y is constant here because both are made with the same material, and it is R square. Okay, this is how the elongation will be depends itself. So initial elongation is given to us L. Final elongation we have to find out. That means E2 we have to find out. So that's why what I am writing, E2 by E1 we are writing. E2 by E1 is equals to, it will becomes F2 by F1 into L2 by L1 into, it will becomes reverse, R1 by R2 whole square. Okay, go on substitute. Initial values are F, final values will be 2F. Initial length is L, final length is 2L, and the radius. And the initial and the final lengths are given capital L's. Okay, go on substitute them. E2 by E1 is equals to, it is 2F by F into, it will be 2L by L into R by 2R whole square. What are the terms cancels? F cancels, L cancels, R cancels. 2 power 4 will be cancels. That implies E2 is equals to E1, and what is that value will be equals to F. So that means there is no change in the elongation if all are going to become double. Okay. So which option is correct? The correct option is the first option. Okay. First option is the correct one. E2 is equals to E1, that is equals to L. Okay. Go for the next problem. Hello students, welcome back. So in the problem they are saying that a beam of metal is supported by the two ends and a weight is going to be attached at the center. Let us say that this is a beam, we are going to be saying this is a beam and this is the thickness. Okay, it is the thickness. Now what happens here, this one is going to be supported. Let us increase the length here. You can increase the length. If you can increase the length up to here, it will comes in this direction, and this one will be coming in this direction. Let's see. Okay, this is a beam we are going to be taking here, and this beam is going to be having this much thickness. Okay, this much thickness will be there. Now at the center, they are going to be attaching the weight. So they are going to be attaching the weight at the center. Okay. Here they are going to attach the weights. When they are going to attach the weight at the center at here, then what happened? This beam is going to be depresses downside. Then what happened? It is going to be bent in this direction, and this one is going to be bent in this direction. Okay. So this much depression is going to be takes place. Okay, from this point to this point, how much depression is there? That can be depressed by del. That means this center point will be depresses. This whole total beam is going to be bent in the shape of a concave shape, and whatever the depression is there, this depression we need to find out. So to find out the depression, so there is a formula is there. That is the depression del is equals to W into L power 3 by 4 into Y into B into D power 3. This is the formula to find out the depression produced in the beam when the weights are going to be attached. Okay, let us refer to the terms here. W represents the weight which are going to be attached here, and L represents length of the beam, and Y represents Young's modulus. This formula will clearly explain that if more Young's modulus and less depression. That means the Young's modulus will explain about the stability. More Young's modulus means more stability will be takes place. So that's why if Young's modulus is more, depression is also less. That's why while they are going to construct the pillars, especially in the construction of the buildings itself. Okay, in the civil engineering, whenever they are going to construct the buildings, they are going to select the material which has the high Young's modulus value, so that the pillar will be stable. Okay, so that's why Y represents Young's modulus, and B represents breadth of the pillar, and B represents the thickness of the pillar. Okay, thickness of the pillar will be takes place. So this is the formula. Del is equals to W into L power 3 by 4Y B into dQ. Try to remember this formula is very important. And he is asking that how it is going to be related with the Young's modulus. The formula will clearly explain that Young's modulus del, depression del is equals to 1 by Y, or you can write it is proportional to. Okay, the depression is proportional to 1 by Y. This is the relation you have to remember. So which option is correct here? So the option third option is correct. The depression is equals to or proportional to 1 by Y. Let's go for the next problem. So students, welcome back. So in the problem we say that a metal ring, a steel ring is fit in a wooden circle, and wooden circle radius is capital R, the steel ring radius is smaller, and the steel ring radius is less. And what happened, this is going to be expands, and we have to say that R is greater than R. Then in the problem is asking that Young's modulus of E, then the force with which the steel ring is expanded. When I am going to give the heat energy, then what happened, the steel ring will be expands. Whenever the steel ring will be expands, then immediately what happened, that is going to be applied the some force. Okay, so what force is going to be applied, or what is the stress you are going to be taking? The force is asking. The general formula is the Young's modulus Y is equals to, the stress formula is F by A into strain. F by A into strain. So that implies we need to find out F is equals to Y into A into strain. Okay, area of cross section is given to you in the problem. Area of cross section is directly given A, and the steel ring radius R is given. Young's modulus is given capital E. That means we have the Young's modulus and the A value. We have to find out the strain. To find out the strain, what is the strain? Changing length by initial length. That means the diameter. So instead of diameter, let us find out the circumference. Circumference can be represented by 2 pi r. Okay. So the change in 2 pi r. First, the radius of the ring will be smaller, and it is expanded up to capital R. Then what is the change in radius, or the change in the circumference means 2 pi capital R minus 2 pi smaller. So that's why the strain can be written as, the strain is equals to what you can write, delta L by L, that is equals to the change in length, that means change in circumference. Change in circumference means what I can write, 2 pi into capital R minus smaller. Capital R is the radius of the wooden circle, and the R is the radius of the steel ring, by initial circumference. Initial circumference means the circumference of the ring we have to take initial. So then what happens, it becomes 2 pi into smaller. What is going to be cancelled here? 2 pi will be cancelled. Then you are going to get capital R minus small r by R. Okay, this is the strain you are going to be having, and this value you are going to substitute in this formula. The force F is equals to, okay, the force F is equals to, Y means what is there, capital E, area of cross section is capital A, into what is there, capital R minus small r by small r. This is the force with which the ring will be expands. And which formula is correct here? So the second one, A into E into capital R minus small r by small r. So this is the option. So always remember that in case if the temperature difference is given to you, if the temperature difference and the coefficient of linear expansion is given, then directly you can use the formula thermal stress also. But in the problem, the temperature change is not given. Only is saying that the ring is expanding, then how much force is going to be applied like this. In case if the temperature difference and the coefficient of linear expansion is given, we are going to use the thermal force formula. What is the thermal force formula? F is equals to Y into alpha into A into delta T. But here the temperature difference is not given. That's why we are going to find out the Young's modulus and the stress and the strain we are going to use. Okay. Let's go for next problem. Welcome back, students. This concept I explained at the time of I'm explaining the concepts. Okay, so how the elongation is related with when the wire is going to be elongated by with its own weight. So always remember that whenever the wire is going to be elongated with its own weight, then how much length you have to consider? You have to consider the length will be L by 2. Okay, length will be considered as L by 2. So the Young's modulus Y is equal to, the formula is F into L by A into E. Y is equal to F into L by A into E. So A means here the radius, you can take it will be pi r square, because in the problem he is asking about the relation area of cross section only directly is given. In the A is the thickness is given, directly area of cross section. Then it can be written as F can be written as M into G into L. L means how much length you have to consider, half of the length you have to consider, L by 2 by A into E. Okay, A into E. Now go and simplify this equation. That implies Y is equals to mass. Mass can be written as volume into density. Volume means what you can write, area of cross section into length. So that's why simply remember here the mass M is equals to volume into density. Volume means what you can write, A into L into D. Okay, don't be confused here, D represents density. So this M plus what you can write, you can written as A into L into D into L by 2 by A into E. What are the terms cancels here? A is going to be cancels. Sorry, one more term is there, G we are forgetting that. G also we have to write. Now we have to find out the elongation relation. So that's why E is going to this side, Y is coming to denominator. Then E is equals to, okay, E is equals to, what happened here, L into L, L square, and this is B into G by Y, because Y is coming to denominator. E is equals to L square D into G by Y. So what are the constant terms here? If you are going to take a particular material, the Y will be remains constant and G is already constant. That means the elongation is proportional to L square into D. So what you can write, E is proportional to L square into D. This is the relation. And you must remember this formula, which is very important for the competitive part. If any wire is going to be elongated by its own weight, you have to follow this method. Okay. So E is proportional to L square into D. So which option is correct here? A is equals to L square into D, the fourth option. So the fourth option is correct here. Okay. Let's go for next problem. Welcome back, students. So the problem is important here. So in the problem is saying that a length of the string, elastic string is given to you, and it is A meters when the longitudinal tension 4 newtons is applied. When the 4 newtons is applied, the elongation is the total length, the final length is A, and when the 5 newtons is applied, the elongation is B. And you have to find out that what is the elongation produced when 9 newtons is going to be explained. So what is the final length means? The final length L is equals to initial length minus initial length plus elongation. Okay, that means you can written as the final length is equals to, final length you can written by small l. Okay, small l is equals to capital L plus E you can write. Okay, this is the final length and this is the initial length and this is the elongation you are writing. But how can you write the elongation? Elongation means we know that the force F is equals to, the formula is K into E. K is the force constant and E is the elongation. That means E is equals to what you can write, F by K. Okay, E is equals to what you can write, F by K. So E represents elongation, F represents the force applied and K represents force constant. Here the force constant is not given to here. So let us substitute here. This is L is equals to capital L plus at the place of E what you can write, F by K. This is the base formula we are going to use to solve the problem. Okay, and don't be confused, this L represents the final length, capital L represents initial length and F by K. In both the problems the initial length is same. The same string, you are changing the forces and what happened, the final length is going to be changes here. Okay, now let us refer to the problem. In the problem is saying that first how much elongation is there, the final length is given as A. Final length is given as A. How much force is applied? 4 newtons. So let us write down that. According to the first condition, L is equals to what you can take A is equals to A is equals to, it will becomes L plus F means how much is given 4 by K. Okay, equation number 1. Go for the next case. In the second case, what is saying? It is B and 5 newtons. So for next one, it is B is equals to, final length is B is equals to, initial length is L plus how much force is applied? 5 by K. It is the equation number 2. So to find out the elongation in the next case, okay, if I find out the elongation in the next case, definitely what happened? We need to find out the A value and L value. Then it will be very easy to find out how much elongation is going to be produced here. So first we can find out, to find out the L value, K value we can find out. If I want to find out the K value, what happened? L should be cancelled. If I want to cancel the L, what I am doing is B minus A I am doing. Okay, second equation minus first equation. So I am going to do 2 minus 1. If I am doing 2 minus 1, what it can be written as B minus A is equals to L minus L will be cancelled. It will becomes 5 by K minus 4 by K. 5 by K minus 4 by K. What happened? It will be 1 by K. 5 by K minus 4 by K means 1 by K. That implies K is going to numerator, B minus A is coming to denominator. That implies K is equals to what you can write? 1 by B minus A. This is the equation number 3 you are taking. So the spring constant we are calculated. K is equals to L by B minus A we are calculated. And what we have to find out? We have to find out what is the final length or the elongation. Final length when the force 9 newtons is going to be applied. 9 newtons is going to be applied means X value, L value you have to find out. And this L value and K value we need to find out because the 9 F value is given to us itself. So K value is completed and now we have to find out this L value. To find out this L value, either you can use the first one or you can use the second one to find out the L value itself. So better that I am going to substitute in the first equation. Okay, I am going to substitute in the first equation. Okay, in the first equation what happened? First and the third equation I am taking. From the first and the third equations. From the first and third equations. Let us say this is A is equals to L plus 4 by K. 4 by K. That means 1 by K is equals what is that? B minus A. That means 4 into B minus A you are writing. Okay. So that implies what happened to the formula here? L is equals to, or we can write as A is equals to L plus, okay, L plus, it will becomes 4B minus 4A. 4B minus 4A. I am going to bring it to left side. I am going to write down L. So that implies L is equals to. L is equals to what happened? 4B is coming to this side, it will becomes minus. 4A is coming to this side, it will becomes plus. So then it can be written as A plus 4A minus 4B. L is equals A plus 4A minus 4B. That is equals to, it will becomes 5A minus 4B. 5A minus 4B. Okay, you can call it as the equation number 4. Okay, it is the equation number 4. Now we have the L value with us and the K value with us. Now these both the values we are going to be substitute in this equation to find out what is the final length when the force 9 newtons is going to be applied. So for that, if I go to substitute the equation, the final length when the 9 newtons is going to be applied, that is L is equals to, L value how much you are right? L is equals to 5A minus 4B plus F value. How much force is applied in the last time? 9 newtons. So that will be taken as 9 newtons into 1 by K. 1 by K means what you can write? B minus A. So you can written as B minus A. Okay, go on simplify these equations. L is equals to, it will be 5A minus 4B. It will become plus 9B minus 9A. Okay, minus 9A. So that implies L is equals to. So plus 9B minus 4B. So it will becomes 5B. Next minus 9A plus 5A. It will becomes minus 4A. So this is the final length of the wire when the 9 newtons force is going to be applied here. Okay, 9 newtons will be applied. L is equals to 5B minus 4A. So which option is correct here? 5B minus 4A. So the second option. So the second option is correct here. So remember the process here. If I write down the final length is equals to initial length plus elongation. Elongation you are writing in the terms of force and spring constant or the force constant. Based on that, you have to solve the problem. Let's go for the next problem. Hello students, welcome back. So this problem is also very important. So in the problem is saying that a spring balance is there. A pan is going to be attached to the spring, and when a mass is going to be attached, okay, the masses are not given here. When the mass is going to be attached to a specific mass and then it is going to be disturbed, then it is going to be oscillates with the time period of 0.6 seconds is given, and after that when extra additional mass m dash is going to be attached, then it is going to be oscillates with 0.7 seconds. Then you have to find out that what is the elongation produced when the additional mass is going to be attached here. So the elongation means nothing but E is equals to F by K. K represents the spring constant here. The spring constant is not going to be given in the problem. The spring constant we have to find out. So let us find out the values. E is equals to F by K will be there, and we have to find out the formulas, values. So first we can find out the formula. What is the formula? The time period T is equals to 2 pi into under root of m by k. This is the formula we are going to use. Okay, this is the formula we are going to use. Based on this formula, whatever the first values are given to you, that values you have to going to be considered here, and then we need to find out the remaining values. Okay, let us find out first. In the first case, how much the time period is given to us? 0.6 seconds. So it is 0.6 is equals to 2 pi into under root of m by k. Under root of m by k. So this is called as equation number 1. Next, go for the second case. In the second case, how much value is given to you? The value is given as 0.7 seconds. So it is 0.7 seconds is equals to 2 pi into under root of, this time how much mass? Extra mass is going to be attached, additional mass. So additional mass means what happens? It becomes m plus m dash by k. Already m mass is there, additional how much mass you are attaching? M dash mass you are attaching. That's why m plus m dash is by k. You can call it as the equation number 2. Now, go and simplify this equation. If you are going to divide the second equation with the first equation, and we are going to take the squares. Okay, if I am going to take the square, 0.7 by 0.6, that means what you can write, it can be written as 7 by 6 whole square, because the decimal points are going to be cancelled. That is equals to, so it will becomes 4 pi square m square. Okay, 4 pi square m square, and 2 pi is going to be cancelled here. 2 pi will be cancelled here, and m plus m dash by k by m by k. K is also going to be cancelled here. Otherwise, you can write down like this. This will becomes 2 pi into m plus m dash by k. It will becomes whole square by 2 pi whole square into what you can write? M by k. Okay. This value divided with the second value. What are the terms cancels here? 2 pi square will be cancels here. Then it will become 7 sevens are, it will be 49 by 36 is equals to, here k is going to be cancelled. M plus m dash, sorry, it should be m dash. So m plus m dash by m. M plus m dash by m means m by m, what you can write 1 plus it will becomes m dash by m. That implies m dash by m is equals to, m dash by m is equals to, it will becomes 49 by 36 minus 1. 49 by 36 minus 1, that is equals to, 36 is going to numerator. If the 36 is going to numerator, then what happened? 13 will be remains. That means it will becomes 13 by 36. Okay. It will becomes 13 by 36. E dash is equals to, m dash by m is equals to 13 by 36 will be takes place. Okay, and you can call it as the equation number 3. Okay, you can call it as the equation number 3. And now, what is asking the problem? What is the elongation caused by the additional mass is going to be attached? Additional mass is going to be attached means you have to find out the elongation. Elongation means you can take the formula elongation E is equals to, okay, elongation E is equals to, what is the formula you can use? F by K. Okay, F by K value you can use. Elongation E is equals to F by K. Elongation produced E is equals to F by K. F is equals to what you can write? M dash G by K. M dash G by K. So this is the formula you are going to be taking here. Okay, don't be confused here. Elongation is equals to force by force constant. E is equals to F by K. F means mg or m dash g, because he is asking the elongation produced when the additional mass is going to be attached. What is the additional mass attached? We have m dash. Now go and simplify this equation. M dash is equals to, from this equation, if one write down the m dash is equals to what you can write? 13 by 36 into m. So 13 by 36 into m, that is equals to 13 by 36 into m into g by what you can write? K. Okay, so you can call it as equation number 4. Equation number 4. Go on further simplify this equation. M by K value. If I go write down the M by K value means from this equation we can write down M by K is equals to 2 pi is going to denominator. If 2 pi is going to denominator and take the square on both sides, then what happened? From the equation 1, what you can write? M by K. From the equation 1, M by K is equals to, it will becomes 0.36 by 4 pi square, and you can call it as the equation number 5. Okay, M by K is equals to 0.36 by 4 pi square. From which equation you are doing? From the equation 1. So this M by K value you are going to be substituting in this equation. Okay, so from the 4th and the 5th equations, from the 4th and 5th equations, the elongation E is equals to, so what you are going to have here? 13 by 36 into M by K. M by K means what you can write? Into 0.36 by 4 pi square into what is that? G. Okay, G value is not given in the problem. So whenever the value is not given in the problem, you can take 10 or 9.8 you can take according to the options. If the options are very far from each other, then you can use the 10. If very near to each other, you can take the 9.8. Let us take G value will be 10 and pi value how much I will take? 3.14. If I am going to substitute all the values and if you are going to simplify it, then you are going to get the value as E is equals to 3.5 centimeters. This is the elongation produced itself. If you are going to simplify all those values and you can simplify it, then you are going to get the final answer as 3.5 centimeters itself. Okay, this is the process of doing the calculation. So simply remember that, read the problem very carefully. Here we are going to use the time period formulas, and after that we are going to take the elongation formula F by K or weight by K we are going to use it. Okay, the final answer is 3.5 centimeters. Which option is correct? Option 2. So let's go for the next one. Welcome back, students. So the problem is saying that a wire is going to be breaks due to the reason of its own weight. So, and in the problem is saying that the substance is going to be breaks at a stress of 10 to the power of 6 Newton per meter square, and the density is also given to us. So that means first we will write down the break stress. Okay, breaking stress. The breaking stress, the formula is F by A. F means what you can write? M into G by A. Okay, M into G by A. That implies stress is equals to, mass can be written as in the terms of volume and density. Volume and density means A into L into density is D into G by A. Okay, what is going to be cancelled here? A is going to be cancelled. That implies stress is equals to, what is this stress? Is breaking stress is equals to L into D into G. And in the problem is asking that at what length a wire is going to be breaks by itself. Okay, so that means we need to find out L value. So L is equals to what in the formula? It will become stress by D is coming to denominator and G is also coming to denominator. Now we have all the values with you. L is the length at which the wire will be breaks itself due to the reason of its own weight, and stress value is directly given 10 to the power of 6, and density is also given. I think how much density is given in the problem? 3 into 10 to the power of 3. Okay, 3 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube is given, and all the values are given in SI units only. You are just going to substitute the values. G value is not given, that's why you can take 10. So that is because stress is given 10 to the power of 6 by D value is given 3 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube. So 3 into 10 to the power of 3 into how much is that? G value are going to take as 10. Okay, that implies the length L is equals to 10 power 3 and 10. It will be 10 power 4. 10 power 4 is going to numerator 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 means it becomes 10 power 6 minus 10 power minus 4 by 3. 10 power 6 minus 10 power 4 is nothing but 100 by 3. 100 by 3 means you know that. What is 100 by 3 means 33.3. So that implies L is equals to 33.3 meters. So this is the length. That means at a length of 33.3 meters, okay, if that wire is going to be suspended due to the reason of its own weight, what happens? The wire will break by itself. Okay, no need of any attach of extra weight itself. It will break due to the reason of its own weight. So which option is correct? The third option is correct. Okay, so these are the problems. That's all for today. See you in the next class. Thank you.